Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Sussexsquad. Squad. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button. Hit that bell so you know whenever I post videos. So some developments are happening with the sort of Prince Harry trying to take that stance of advocating for the UK to have less toxic tabloid media. We know all of the smear campaigns that have run against Prince Harry and his mixed race black American wife that have been fueled over and over and over again by the UK tabloid media. We know about the constant infringements of his and their privacy. We know about the straight out of Compton racist headlines. We know about the constant comparing to Kate Middleton. We know about literally them always cranking out these fake headlines, painting Meghan Markle as some sort of succubus demon every single day. Every single day. I mean, just because it makes them money, just because it riles up the most sort of foaming at the mouth, vicious KKK granny trolls out there, you know. And so Prince Harry has essentially said he's had enough. I feel like the UK should have said that a long time ago. There is no reason that one of the biggest economies in the world should have such an unethical, at face value, I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but at face value, such an unethical, you know, system of media practices. So we know that Prince Harry, he sued the Sun, and that didn't go anywhere. The Daily Mail, there was a little bit of traction with that. But us in Sussex Squad, we've really been deeply advocating for him to win his fight. We even together drafted up a protest, a petition in order to bring back Levison 2.0, which was an inquiry that basically looked into the UK media's ethical practices and looked at ways how to improve it, because it's basically like they're using the fake news tactics of the newspaper days of the 1930s and 40s. You know, my husband married an alien. It's almost like they're using those toxic tactics, but it's like mutated, you know, with technology today. And it's cranking out every second of every day across all types of platforms. You know, TikTok, social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere you turn, there's some trashy UK tabloid gossip specifically targeting Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Diana talked about it. Diana talked about people listening into her phone calls. She talked about not feeling safe. She talked about the constant judgment that she got from the UK tabloid media. She talked about literally the danger of that. We heard that in her 60-minute interview. So Prince Harry has sort of, in a way, picked up that torch to bear. Most of you guys know about that, but for those of you who don't know a bit about the history, just to say that. So this was an article from People. Prince Harry, Elton John, and more win the next stage of fight with the UK media. Now, I did not see this coming. I actually saw The Sun as a setback, and I thought that it was going to have bad implications for the other legal actions that Prince Harry has been following in order to address the toxicity in the UK tabloid media. But this sounds like a win. So this is from Simon Perry from People. This was published on November the 10th, 2023. It says, Prince Harry could appear in a British courtroom once again. In a ruling announced on Friday, his case against the publishers of the Daily Mail, Mail on Sunday, and Mail Online can go to trial. The Duke of Sussex, 39, along with other prominent figures, including Elton John, Elizabeth Hurley, Jude Law's ex-wife Sadie Frost, and Baroness Doreen Lawrence, brought the case against Associated Newspaper for the breach of privacy. Hold there again. So we know, again, that he felt like his phones was being tapped, and a lot of this, just historically, and I know a lot of you guys already know this, but for those of you who are just tuning in, a lot of this goes literally back to the early 2000s. Prince Harry has felt like there has been some breaching of his privacy with the tabloids, literally going all the way back to when he was a teenager, okay? So Harry made a surprise appearance in London for the preliminary hearing in March. We remember that, okay? The group alleges a catalog of unlawful information gathering, such as the placement of listening devices in their cars and homes by private investigators, the surreptitious recording of private calls, obtaining information by deception, and use of private investigators. Hold there. There's also this other element of this that I want to speak to a little bit that I feel like it's so brave of Prince Harry to be approaching, is the culture of it all. It's really not just about one one-off instance with a particular media or a particular newspaper, although we can look at, all the way from Prince Harry's teenage years up into his engagement to Meghan Markle, probably even before. Like, from the moment they started dating, weird stuff was happening with the UK tabloid media, right? But especially when they stepped down as senior royals, all the way up to when they were in New York for the Gracie Awards, the release of Harry and Meghan, the Netflix documentary. We can definitely say that there is a culture thing here. I feel like that Prince Harry is trying to address. He knows it's toxic as hell. We know it's toxic as hell. Like, so just keep that in mind. Like, there are these one-off instances, yes, and we can observe those. We can observe those in the context of the different media platforms, whether it's the Daily Fel, whether it is New York Post, even some of the American ones that are far right leaning that are tapping into this idea, right? To the GB Newses, to the Sky Newses, to the Loose Women. Like, we can definitely point out all of these little sort of bifurcated and trifurcated and fractured parts of this element, but I think Prince Harry is addressing a culture thing in this movement as well. So it goes on to say, in March, Associated newspapers denied the allegations, calling them preposterous smears, the BBC reported. The newspaper group sought to have the case thrown out. This is the moment where the narcissist is like, how dare you tell me I'm toxic while I'm abusing you? It goes on to say the ruling for the case to move forward was made by Mr. Justice Nicklin on Friday morning. He said Associated newspaper has failed to deliver a knockout blow to any of these claims. The judge added each claimant has a real prospect of demonstrating that Associated, or those for whom Associated is responsible, concealed from him/her the relevant facts upon which a worthwhile claim of unlawful information gathering could have advanced. Dang! It goes on to say, it is one of a number of legal actions in the UK that Prince Charles's younger son is involved in. Prince Harry was last in court in the UK in June when he pursued a separate case against the publishers of Daily Mirror and Sunday Mirror. That case is ongoing while he is involved in a third action involving the Sun, the publishers of the Sun newspaper. Dang. So essentially, the High Court in London has said that the Associated newspapers can't just be like, oh, ghastly, how dare you come to me with these preposterous claims. They basically said, yeah, that's not really a defense, so it goes on. It gives a little bit more detailed information about the legal nuances of the activities and things like that. So I recommend for you to go take a look at that, but I want to know what you guys think. I mean, I feel like this is speaking to a bigger cultural movement that Prince Harry is getting to here, and I hope that other celebrities follow suit. We don't need a 24-hour news cycle. We don't need some mutated version of the media, especially in this world that we live in where things are pushed out into the entire world. It's not just the UK that's seeing all of these lies, and some people are crazy enough to look at this stuff and believe these lies. So I hope that we as individuals, Sussex Squad, we can step up, we can support our guy, Prince Harry, we can support our girl, Meghan Markle, and their attempt at doing this. But I hope that others are brave, both on the public figure side and on the everyday average citizen side, to say, this is wrong, we deserve fair and ethical, compassionate, empathetic media. This ain't it. I want to know what y'all think. Sussexsquad, Squad, let me know in the comments. And again, if you're new here, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, hit that bell so you know whenever I post a video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!